Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel and my video today. I really appreciate you being here. And yes, I am feeling very silly today, which is why I'm giving Julia Fox in the face, but we're gonna go with it. I have recently discovered that I enjoy giving myself a little C-U-N-T-Y, what's it called? Cat eye. Dark eye. Punched in the face look. I'm loving it. Okay, anyway, we are going to be getting onto the 5th episode of Frenemies today, which is very exciting because we are slowly but surely making our way through these series that I have promised I was going to make. We're finally getting there between the Shane Dawson ones and the Frenemies ones. If you don't know what's happening, we're going back and rewatching a lot of the internet history from the last few years because when it was happening in the moment, it was happening very quickly. And we're going back, we're looking at it retrospectively, if things have changed, maybe our opinions, see if things have aged well, aged poorly, for the most part. And this episode, woo, is crazy. So this is the first episode where Trisha stormed out, and it's also the first episode where they have a really big fight. And whenever I was writing my notes on this, like, I was just in awe of the fact of how much happened within one episode. So we're just gonna get into everything because this is probably gonna be a long video anyway because there's so much to cover. This episode's like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that, so we have a lot of grounds to cover. I want to remind you that my second channel is linked down below where there's new videos every single day. I would appreciate you going and subscribing. And also the Facebook Muckers group chat is group chat? Well, kind of like that. The Facebook Muckers private group that we have on Facebook, it's our community, is linked down below. If you want to go request to join, I will accept you. Okay, on with the video. You're aware of the little YouTuber intro that I do. But anyway, so this episode is called Trisha and Ethan Have a Huge Fight and She Storms Out. So this is Frenemies number 5. So it starts with Ethan being Uncle Fester and Trisha is Megan Fox in Jennifer's Body, which is the boy-eating cheerleader. And it's very apparent that Ethan has one-upped Trisha in terms of preparation for Halloween. Now, this is something that Trisha wasn't prepared for, and I think that this was one of the first signs of something going wrong in this episode, because if you remember, Trisha was the one who persuaded Ethan to do these Halloween-themed episodes, and Ethan said that he would, you know, make no effort, and he would put on, like, a Halloween costume and call it a day, and maybe put some face paint on. But Ethan then went above and beyond, and Ethan actually, it was really, I hate to say it, but it was iconic, the way that he would, every single episode, show up as, like, a completely transformed new person, and then Trisha would show up with, like, a bikini on or something like that. So, she expresses her frustration within the first few minutes of this episode that Ethan looks better than her when it comes to Halloween because it was her idea, and she's annoyed at that. So, the podcast starts with Ethan saying that he's still holding on to his hatred for James Charles, which again, holds up. And Trisha says that she's surprised Ethan is taking the costumes so seriously as she's normally the one that goes above and beyond and stands out. But all she did was wear fake blood, and Ethan has shaved his head and his eyebrows and was about to shave his eyelashes, all for this Halloween costume. Trisha says she wants to know why Ethan refuses to discuss Howard Stern, which is just like a random point she brings up, and Ethan's like, I don't not want to talk about Howard Stern, I don't know where that's coming from. The reason I'm bringing this up is just because this episode has a lot of, like, random moments where Trisha tries to bring something up to, like, weaponize it against Ethan. And so this one was like, why don't you talk about Howard Stern? Are you scared? And he's like, where'd that come from? So it really was in this episode. It was the first kind of foundation of her throwing things at the wall that would offend Ethan and seeing which would stick. And some did stick by the end. But we'll get to that. So, within 4 minutes, we have Trisha already talking about Ethan and Hila's sex life, which is something that I have spoken about at length now because I genuinely believe that Trisha Paytas was, and is, in love with Ethan Klein. And it's very apparent because she's so obsessed with Ethan's sex life and she's so obsessed with belittling Ethan's relationship. And she's just so obsessed with proving that her and Moses are sexually more active than Ethan and Hila, and that they're so much more in love than Ethan and Hila, and this is, you know, not even considering all the times she's literally just flat out asked Ethan to, like, do OnlyFans sex collabs with her, or have sex with her. It sounds so shocking to say, but, like, yeah. So, she states how Ethan and Hila have an anniversary coming up on this upcoming weekend, and he's not going to get any sex because he has no eyebrows, with her quickly following it with, I wouldn't have sex with you, I wouldn't have sex with anyone with no eyebrows. Ethan responds Hila will put a bag on him. So again, we have within 4 minutes Trisha Paytas talking about her sex life with Ethan. That's non-existent, but okay, alright, whatever. And y'all are gonna tell me that she didn't have a thing for him? Okay! So Ethan pulls out a candle and talks about Gwyneth Paltrow releasing a candle that smelled like her vagina, which is actually something that did exist, and state that he's made one that smells like his butthole with all the profits going to prostate cancer. Now, I don't even know if this candle ended up coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I never saw anything from it, ever. Maybe I just wasn't in the loop, but yeah, I don't remember seeing anything about this. But yeah, it is a candle that smells like Ethan's butthole. Obviously, it just smells like they were saying it smells like musty and like sulfur and whatever like that. And Ethan lights the candle and makes Trisha smell it, and Trisha's gagging, and not in a good way, not like yes gagging, but like gagging as in like kind of way. So that was something that opened the episode as well. Trisha states that she almost refused to do the Frenemies podcast due to Moses telling her that Ethan farts and burps a lot and that he's a disgusting person. Trisha congratulates Ethan and Hila on their engagement again and says how Ethan is posting Hila a lot more on his social medias ever since the start of Frenemies, and she believes that it's strictly because of her that Ethan's doing this. Ethan calls her delusional and says that he's been doing this for a long time. Trisha doesn't believe this and says that he's trying to prove that he's in love with Hila. Basically, it's her way of saying that Ethan's in love with Trisha, which is, again, another reference that Trisha loves Ethan! Woohoo! Alright. Ethan says that he gave Trisha homework to watch Schindler's List, and she says that Moses and her watched it and were very sad. However, she says audibly she couldn't understand what the actors were saying, so it was lost on her. Is actually something she says. And she couldn't understand what was happening, and she also didn't understand why, as an artistic choice, they made the film black and white. And she says that this was cheapening the movie to her. Ethan says, Trisha, subtitles are a thing. So here's a quote from Trisha about Schindler's List. They all look the same, and all of them wore those armband thingies, so I'm so confused on who the good or bad guys were. Moses hated it. Perfect review. Perfect review, Trisha. Anyway, we have our first timestamp. So this is the timestamp where they are talking about Schindler's List, and I did just want to put it on because it is quite shocking, if I'm going to be honest. So we are starting at 7 minutes 50. Prepare yourselves, please, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else.
Last week you admitted you don't know what the Holocaust is or why it was.
Oh my god, are we really going to go there?
So I asked you to watch Schindler's List.
Ethan texted me, watch Schindler's List, and I was like, no, but also, okay, let me just do it. Like,
well, you said yes, I'd love to. That would be awesome. I said it would be funny to watch Schindler's List.
No, okay, yeah.
Stop with the fucking...
Okay, no, my initial reaction was like, yes, I'm excited to watch this because everyone got it and I don't know. So initially I was like, yes, I'm down. Liam Neeson, Ralph Fiennes, I'm down. I'm in for this movie. Do you have questions about it? Or
were you surprised that a movie about the Holocaust was sad?
Oh yeah, it was way too sad. We started like watching it.
Way too sad.
And then our dinner arrived and I felt really sad eating like mac and cheese while someone was getting blown in the back of the head.
Eating the mac and cheese is sad enough.
It was. I felt so bad that day because I couldn't express it that for lunch and then I had the mac and cheese for dinner and I'm like, wow, I'm really fat. But then we watched it and it was really sad and it was audibly hard to hear. Like just my only critique of Schindler's List is like I get it, it's sad and it was like it was probably a great movie that won Oscars, but like audibly I couldn't hear them. It wasn't an active thing.
I get it. It was sad. Whatever. Really bringing out the sensitivity today, aren't we, Trish?
Like, I just couldn't. The audio was horrible. They didn't have subtitles.
Yeah, but they're not subtitles.
How? No.
Stop. You don't know how to turn off
subtitles? Anything has subtitles? Does it have subtitles?
Yeah, well, yeah, actually it does. It has captions. All right, stop.
I didn't know. Anyways, aside from the subtitles, like audio was horrible. And it was all in black and white, which I feel was a cop-out. Whoever directed that film.
Steven Spielberg directed it.
Okay, I think
he knows a few.
I think he cheapened out with it by not having to do it in color. Like for blood, you probably just use like chocolate syrup or something, rather than like
you think he saved it on the budget?
Literally.
Chocolate syrup?
I think so. All
right, let me read what
you
texted.
He would do that. He would go full out. Shout out Quentin.
Oh yeah, that would be appropriate in the Schindler's List. Some samurai sword shit, blood everywhere.
No, but he didn't go as faster.
I'd love to see. Yeah, Schindler's List should have really graphic gore. You're right.
They all look the same. They literally all look the same. I was so confused. And they all wear the armbands, not just the Nazis. The Jews wore the armbands. Everyone wore armbands. I'm so confused. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? And even the Jews were on the bad guy's side. I was so confused. Like the Jews were like on the bad guys. I was so.
How do you? This is insane. You can't.
Yeah, he hated it too.
Well, this is like this is not the takeaway you're supposed to get from Schindler's List.
We did watch the ending on YouTube, but we couldn't understand the ending. He was just really.
You skipped to that.
Either he was upset or happy. Either he thought he could free more Jews.
He was stoked.
Because he freed all those people, and they're like, "Thank you."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Why would he be sad?
How could you misinterpret that? He said, "I could have sold this ring to save more lives."
Oh, I did not hear. I couldn't hear it. I just know he started crying. And I was like,
Oh Oh my
You know,
God.
some people are so happy that they saved all the people. They're like, thank you, we got saved. And I couldn't understand if he's happy or sad. And neither, we couldn't understand.
like-
we tried. We
I
tried.
feel like I'm living through a second Holocaust right now.
With me or just
Yeah,
like,
with
oh.
you. Here, let me read your text message you sent me. You said we only watched 1/3 of it. We tried. I said you couldn't finish it? No. I watched the ending on YouTube though, so I kind of get it. We were eating mac and cheese. I felt weird to watch people's head being blown off from behind at the same time I was eating mac and cheese. It was okay. Couldn't hear anything. We could still talk. Might not be great at quiz though. I get the jizz of it.
Well, I thought you might quiz me, so I was like trying to give you the heads up. Like I only watched like a third of it. I didn't know if we were being
Is
quizzed
today,
on this.
so we're recording this on Monday. Is it Indigenous People Day or Christopher Columbus Day?
Oh, today's Christopher Columbus Day?
Indigenous People Day.
No, what? Okay. People are way too
Okay,
busy
so
for that thing. Like,
there we have them talking about Schindler's List. Now, this next portion that we have for the next 2.5 minutes, I really want you to pay attention to, because I was watching it and I was actually just in awe, if I'm being honest. I was in awe that this was a real thing. I will be honest. I will be very honest. But I'll let it play and let you decide your opinions.
is it a thing? I don't know.
It is a thing. Because Christopher Columbus, well, you know that the Native Americans was one of the single largest genocide in human history? 50 million.
I didn't know that.
50 to 60 million Native Americans died because
Wow.
of people like Christopher Columbus.
Oh, we killed them?
Yeah, disease and slavery and just straight up genocide killing them.
Did you know this, or did you research this for today?
I think literally everybody knows that.
I don't think so. Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving then? We're celebrating the death of Indigenous people.
Well, Thanksgiving was more about the triumph of the two different communities coming together. But Christopher Columbus is definitely celebrating someone who came and conquered the natives and committed genocide on them and raped them and stuff.
Oh, okay. So we should not be celebrating today then.
Well, it's a tough one because Christopher Columbus is such an important historical figure, but he's also waged genocide on and killed 50 million Native Americans.
That's so sad.
Yeah, you wouldn't watch the movie though. You just watch
There's a
that.
movie on it?
You would skip
There's
that.
not a movie on it. I watch historical movies. I watch Inglourious Basterds. I watch like those kind of movies.
Yeah, but those are actually just fiction though.
Okay, but they're in a time era. They're in a time period.
Okay, so
Happy Christopher Columbus Day, but not to the people who kill Native Americans. Should we just say that?
well, he did kill
Oh,
Native Americans.
so what do we say? Okay, Happy Indigenous
Indigenous
People Day.
people.
Thank you for finding America, right? Or being here. I guess
Thanks
they
for
were.
being here.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. You're not anymore.
No, they are. Like Pachanga and stuff. They're all
Well,
Native.
who was it that said this joke? I think it was Chappelle. He says, put it this way. When was the last time you saw two Native Americans together at the same time?
Oh, why?
Because my ancestors weren't here.
Okay, so now prepare for Trisha Paytas to come out as... You already know where I'm going with this, so I'm just gonna let it play.
At the time.
They went the Holocaust.
Yeah, we were over there getting the business on the other end. Shit.
Sure, that's so bad. I feel so bad for the Jews. Yeah, they're fucking in the ghetto. And
Where's your family? Were your family slave owners and shit?
No, but serious. I shouldn't
Here
even say
we
this because it's
go.
gonna be too controversial. But I did do a 23andMe, and I have ancestors that were from Africa.
How
For
much?
real.
You're half so
I
black.
think it was like literally like 13%, but that's
You're
a lot.
13% African?
Yeah, but I don't want to say that. I
Oh.
feel like people are gonna come from me like, okay, you're trying to be
Well,
blunt.
why? You're just stating your genetic.
Look, I have the breakdown. I sent it in a while ago, and then I got the email in my spam. So I was like, hey, I sent this in. And like, oh,
If you're about to say, oh, is she gonna make a video coming out as black? Yeah, she did, by the way. She has made many of those videos, so. Just so we're clear.
So they resent it and watch spam. Or
You're
they,
13% black.
oh god, don't make that a headline because I don't want it to be a controversial thing.
I'm titling that
No,
the podcast.
please no. Everyone comes to me if I think I'm
So,
anything. I don't know if those are accurate. I don't think they're.
Are you gonna make a video saying that you identify
No.
as African American?
She already did.
No,
by
I
this
don't, and I don't
point.
because I don't know. But like, my point is, I don't know where my ancestors were, but I think I don't know. I mean, we're all
Slave owners?
no, I think we all were like slaves at some point. We and then you and me because you were Jewish and I'm.
What are you?
I think I'm 18. I don't know. I think
Say it.
I
What?
don't know.
What are you?
I don't know. I think I might have a little bit in me, but I don't want to say that. Like
Jew?
Huh? No, like African American.
Oh, so you think because you're 13%
No,
black
no, I don't
that
think-
you were you're a slave?
No, I did not.
Because if you're
say
13%
that.
black, it's more likely that your
no.
ancestors probably raped slaves.
Actually, no, they didn't. Oh my god, I'm not going there. No.
But what's the other 87%?
I have mostly Greek and Hungarian, and then there's like there's some other stuff.
All right. Well, that conversation was awful from both of them. So we're gonna swiftly move on. Ethan says that he feels bad that in the previous episode, Trisha lost the trivia and had to give him $1,500. By the way, would you say $1,500 or $1,500? I said $1,500 because I'm quoting them, but I always say like 1,500 instead of like 1,500. Am I weird for saying that? Because like all my friends say 1,500 as well, but all of my American friends say 15,000. Is it like a culture thing or let me know. Anyway, so he feels bad that Trisha had to spend all that money, so he made a musical theater trivia round just for Trisha, and it's just her answering them. And it goes on for a few minutes, and it's such an excruciating watch that I didn't even sum it up. I just said, I'm going to skip past this. Then a conversation about Crystal Leah happens very briefly, like I mean very, very, very briefly. And then we have this timestamp. So from 27 minutes 30 until 35 minutes, we have James Charles, Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill, Anthony Padilla, Glam and Gore, Swoop, Gabby Hanna, Def Noodles, Shane Dawson, David Dobrik, Jason Nash. Actually, if we're speaking honestly, it goes on from 27 minutes to 35 minutes, and then break, 36 minutes, break, and then 39 minutes to 51 minutes. So I've cut out all the in-between period, and we're just going to get to the drama, because you know that's all we're here for. But yeah, all those people I listed off, James, Jeffree, Jaclyn, Anthony, Glam and Gore, Swoop, Gabby, Def Noodles, Shane, David Dobrik, Jason Nash. We are going to get to all of that right now. So please prepare yourself, because it doesn't not only go like off the rails at this part, but this is when the cracks of the episode start forming. And it is really, really, really messy. So here we go.
Right.
Love that. Yeah.
Okay, so we were saying
No,
Star.
he's fine.
Okay, so who else? Let's lead up to the big drama. So who, like, is there someone else leading up before we get to?
James Charles. You know what? I never had
What
an issue
happened
with
with James Charles?
him. I never had an issue with him. I really didn't. But I can see why people don't like him, because he's so condescending with his remarks. Like, here's the thing. When people talk shit about me or whatever, if I talk about someone, I expect someone to clap back, right? Like, you can't just mention me and not someone to clap back. Vice versa. If I mention you, like, you can clap back, be cute, be snarky, whatever. But his condescending level is what pisses me off. So like, I think it was like on a Spilling Tea video or something like that, like Spill the Tears. I don't know what it is. Some drama video that said like Trisha Paytas versus James Charles, whatever. Which I had no problem with him. And he literally just commented. Well, he must have watched the video, because they said something like, "Oh, everybody I know has a problem with James Charles," and he commented just so like, he's just like, "Oh, everybody she knows." I'm like, that's your clap back. Like, you can't think of something a little smarter. Like,
actually, I'll say, when I was bitching about him last week, you were saying nice things about him. You weren't being mean to him at all.
And all I said was, everybody I know has a problem with him. I always said, I don't have a problem with him. Like, I was like, hey, let's collab. I need those TikTok views.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
who comments on a tea video? Like, how fucking sad is that shit?
I mean, he must like love it. Like, I feel like he loves the drama people talking about him, right?
Ironic, because Ethan commented on so many, but... Anyway, this is interesting, because this is around the first kind of time where Trisha talks about James, and I forgot that at the start of Frenemies, it was Ethan hating James and Trisha being like, no, I actually like him. But here's where the cracks start to form, because again, at this time, Trisha's defending Shane, and James is making Shane look even worse by the day, so then Trisha tries to take down James to defend Shane. Okay.
Who doesn't? Like, I don't watch those videos because people are too harsh on me, but Jeffree Star unfollowed me. I don't know why, but that's on Twitter.
Wait, I thought you guys were dogs.
Yeah.
He unfollowed you?
Well, I think
so
he
the
had
cracks
like a little
here
issue
too.
This summer where I didn't like defend him as hard as I defended Shane, so I feel like maybe there was an issue there. I don't know. Jeffree, I'm sorry. We had a little issue in Vegas.
Wait, he unfollowed you?
So we had a little issue in Vegas. Keep in mind, remember this, because a few episodes down the line, this is going to be a big issue for Trisha that we are going to be addressing yet again. So she passed it off here, but in a few episodes, it's going to be a big deal for her.
Break your heart? Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty hard rejection. Like I'm not gonna lie, you know.
How many people does he follow?
I don't know, but it was like a big thing. Like, you can mute somebody, you know what I mean? To unfollow someone's big. Like,
That's a rebuke.
Right, like, I'm done with this person.
Yeah, but Jeffree Star always struck me as a fucking freak.
Well, I have a pity for him.
But like, no, he's such a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
I mean, like, just his whole. Yeah, that's a good point.
You know
Maybe
what
you're
I mean?
right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of like always related. I think he has a little bit too much of a.
Oh, he only follows 95 people, so that was like an epic rebuke of you.
Yeah, right. And he could have just mute me. I was like, damn.
He follows Taco Bell.
Yeah,
and not your
I know. Well, who wouldn't, honestly? But the drama channel switched it up, and I didn't know, so I unfollowed him. But then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should.
You unfollowed him back?
Yeah, because I saw the drama was like, Jeffree Star unfollows Trisha. I'm like, oh my god, should I unfollow him too? And I did, but now I feel bad. Should I refollow him? Maybe.
Well, no. If you're not gonna follow you, fuck him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was whatever. It's
yeah,
fine.
but he also strikes me nothing to do with the way he looks, just as a very odd dude. Like, I don't know. He always gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I can see that. I mean, before I met him, I felt that way too. I mean, he was always super cool to me until like the last trip. He like made fun of my weight and skin and stuff like that. So
he made fun of your weight.
Yeah, the guy that
Vegas
was filming
trip.
and stopped becoming friends with him, and he's like filming him like talking.
What did he say about you?
Just that I was fat, I had greasy skin, and my hair sucked.
What I will say is I genuinely have always believed Trisha and have always been on Trisha's side when it comes to the Vegas story with Jeffree. I don't know where all of you lie on that, but I'm 100% on Trisha's side with that story, even to this day. Right. And I was like rooting hard for her when she was making those exposed videos on Jeffree.
No, it was shocking because he invited me on this trip and I didn't go out with him to the club.
He's also kind of like peace and love and everything, but like if he's making fun of your weight, he strikes me as like kind of anorexic. He's like super thin.
Yeah.
Not a good look, Ethan. Not a good look.
And I think I think he's sensitive to like people calling him that.
Not a good look that you're saying that. I'm not saying that about Jeffree, by the way.
AIDS and stuff like that. Like, people will say
Oh,
that.
see, I didn't
And
even think about
no,
that.
I know. I mean,
You
but
think he looks like he has AIDS?
no, I didn't say that.
Oh.
But that someone pretending to be his last boyfriend said that. And I get it. Like, I never thought about saying
Wait,
something.
his last boyfriend said he has AIDS?
His last boyfriend came up with like a fake Twitter, fake Instagram. Like, someone faked his last boyfriend, this Andre guy.
Oh,
They made a fake account.
Oh, that was all fake?
Yeah, I guess.
That sounds fishy.
Well, I didn't really investigate into it, really, but...
He said he has AIDS, though?
Yeah, I mean, but you could tell it was like a troll account, you know what I mean?
Can
But we
you
can't even talk about it because Jeffree Star said he's going to sue everybody that talks about this.
He can't sue us for talking about it.
Well, sue H3 podcast channel, not me. I'm just an employee.
You can sue me.
Yeah.
That's not my first rodeo.
Really? But do you mind a lawsuit? I don't mind it.
Of course, I don't want a lawsuit.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be silenced.
Yeah, I like respect that. Same. I'll like talk about shit. Like Jack Hill was like sue me.
Well, he could sue you for slander. Okay, what are we? We're not slandering.
I'm not slandering.
We're speaking hypothetically. We're wondering. I'm not saying this would be slander.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it.
Wait,
Don't do it.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying this would be
But
slander.
someone take that clip and then
No,
put
but
that
in the whole
line. Let's not do it. Let's not do it.
If I said Jeffree Star has AIDS and I have proof of it, that's slander.
No.
But I don't have
Stop
proof.
it.
But I don't have proof. And for all I know, he doesn't have AIDS.
Icky.
But if you said,
I'm not in this.
if Trisha went online and said Jeffree Star has super AIDS and I have proof.
I don't condone this, FYI. I know this.
You never said that.
But still, you're just saying that is perpetuating it. It's like igniting it more.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But I don't have proof for the record, and he doesn't have AIDS as far as I'm aware.
And then Jacqueline Hill said she was going to sue me because I talked about her.
Okay, so I think we are now entering territory of Trisha talking about John Hill, who is no longer here. So I do want to preface this with I'm not going to add comment on this part because just out of respect. But this is a big thing that happens within this episode, so I feel to leave it out would be leaving out a huge chunk of context in the episode. But I do want to say that John Hill is no longer here, and rest in peace to him. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not going to really add a comment in this next part, it's going to be out of respect.
We're talking about our Instagram story.
Wait, who's Jacqueline Hill now? I'm trying to think of the drama.
You did a video on her last year on her hairy lipsticks. Remember the girl with the hairy lipsticks?
Wait, I did. Oh, she had the fucking it had like rot in it. Oh shit. So she's back?
No, she's not back. But well, she just came for me. I want people suddenly come for me. If you're gonna come for me, just say my name. Jeff Whittick from the Block Squad was like that too. Last year, people don't say my name, but they like to insinuate.
Yeah.
First mention of Jeff Whittick. I don't know if you caught that.
Bitch. Wait, I don't want to call her a bitch because that's rude. So what if I call her a bitch?
Rude. A bitch isn't a rude word.
I guess it depends how you use it.
Yeah.
I don't like calling women bitch because it feels very chauvinistic.
Maybe from a guy.
But if I say bitch, come for me, bitch, that's okay.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Tell me what happened with Jacqueline Hill. Why is she coming for you?
I guess because I made stories saying she threatened to sue her ex-husband because her ex-husband was talking to me about something, and I'm gonna sue
Talking
you.
about what?
I guess they have like an NDA. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. They have an NDA in their divorce, so
It's not your problem if they have an NDA. You're not an NDA.
that's what I'm thinking too. But if he
How is he gonna sue you? It's his problem.
Jacqueline's gonna sue me for talking
No,
about.
she can sue him for breaking it.
Oh, maybe that was it. But I don't want her to sue him
Well,
either.
fuck him.
No, he's a good guy.
I want the tea.
There's no tea. There's just Jacqueline is like.
Did you fuck her ex or something?
No.
Oh.
Well, yes, but that's
Oh,
not.
you did? Oh, no wonder she hates you. Wait, when did you fuck her ex?
No, this was like last year. This was like last December. This was a while ago. But no.
Wait, of course she hates you. How long after they broke up did you fuck her?
She cheated on him with his best friend, kicked him out while he was, that whole thing.
Well, I can't keep up with this.
Can I just say, she thinks that he told me this? No. If you go in the photos of her current boyfriend, he was friends with her ex-husband years before, and then all of a sudden, they get together, all of a sudden, and he's kicked to the curb. Someone, by the way, they got married when they were 17, before she had money, kicked him to the curb, and started dating his best friend that worked in the recording studio, a month later.
Or something?
No, absolutely not.
So
he has a cringe YouTube channel about cooking because he's trying to be like Jacqueline now. Like, hey guys, welcome to my cooking show. He's not hot.
Maybe
Anyways.
he's a good guy. He likes his companionship.
Huh?
Maybe he's a good guy.
Oh, really? Someone's gonna fuck his best friend's wife? That's a good guy?
No.
Exactly. So I don't mind coming for his cooking channel.
Should I watch his cooking channel video?
Sure.
Okay, so then we have that, and we're gonna skip to the next part. So again, these in-between stages, we do not care about. So the next moment we have here, I'm just so excited to get to the next part because they really praise Def Noodles, and I think it's so ironic. They're like, we really like Def Noodles. He's really reliable. And I'm like, just wait, babies. Okay, alright, the next timestamp we have is right here. Okay, here we go.
Ex, was it a pity fuck or do you like it?
Gavin, you should film videos for him.
So this is dangling back to the
Living in their house, they live
conversation.
together.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, it's a little
So what's the ex? So you fucked the ex, was it a pity fuck or do you like him?
No, I don't like him. He was the one I told you when I first came on your podcast in January. I was like, it's kind of, I ruined the last guy's lives that I was with. I ruined his life because I was kind of like...
You ruined his life?
I think so. I feel bad.
What'd you do to him?
I know.
Why'd you ruin his life?
Well, he was kind of seeing someone someone, which I didn't know. He was kind of seeing someone when he came out to stay with me for like 10 days over New Year's. And then I guess he tried to call her, and I got pissed because he tried to call her while he was in my house, being like, oh my god, like I miss you. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? We were like, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he called me her name and whatever. So I kind of ruined his life by telling the girl, like, yeah, we fucked. I was like, don't tell her that.
Well,
like,
wait, he was cheating on her with you?
I don't know the whole situation. I don't know the whole situation. Look, he's actually a good guy. And
Okay,
like,
so that's all we're gonna listen to of that part. Okay, now on to the big section where, again, all those names that I mentioned before get mentioned again. Now, one thing I do want to say that's very interesting is there are so many moments that happen where people are mentioned in the upcoming clip where they actually like them. So Trisha says, like, fuck David Dobrik and Jason Nash in the Vlog Squad, and Ethan's like, I actually like them. I actually like David Dobrik. He seems like a respectable guy. Like, there's just many moments that have aged so badly, which is why I'm really enjoying doing this series. And they're like, Def Noodles, really good guy. And I'm like, like, I'm really... There's nothing better than things aging badly for me. Anyway, buckle up, buckaroo! Surprisingly, though, this is not the most intense part of the episode because the next timestamp after this is going to be the huge fight that happens, but this one's really good to hear about all the drama. So, buckle up, babes.
Swoop, yeah. Swoop made this video, and she's like, and it's an hour long. Dude, you beauty.
I love it.
You beauty fuckers.
I'm not in the
edit
beauty
your shit.
community.
I'm just, yes, you are.
Oh, can I just say
You're wrapped up in all these people's lives, and they all, like, it's an hour long.
I'm not, but can I
And
just
she
say...
just pulls every point. Like, I'm interested in what she has to say, but she pulls every point, like, out to the max.
I loved every
to the
minute.
point where I just want to fucking wrap around my neck and hang myself.
I loved every minute. I wish it was longer. I can't say I'm not in the beauty community, but Eat Your Hollywood Story reached out to me and they call me in for an interview on the beauty community. I'm like, I'm not in the beauty community, but I'll go head to head with them all day long. Like, I fucking can't stand them. I love that they're being brought down. No one gives a shit about the beauty community anymore. It's amazing. So
This is Trisha that enjoyed drama.
Wait, what was the question?
Okay, so this
We know
was
since
an
she's
hour
gone
video.
now.
It should have been 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was intrigued because she says Mikey is a homophobic. Oh, this is what you said. Anyway, she's
Oh,
like,
do you
she's the worst
remember
person
this
ever.
drama?
She uses people of color.
Racist.
She hates gay people. She says she's
No.
fucked. She hates James Charles. And then, but you tweeted this. You said, and I quote, Mikey is a homophobic bitch.
Yep.
That's the lowest type of scum on the internet.
Yep.
She mocked mental illness before, so no surprise. Stupid.
Yeah.
Let's cancel these fakes. Those who seem most perfect and PC are the evil rats behind closed doors. I feel like you've said that about me, to be fair.
For sure, not you.
Fair enough.
I feel like you've said
I love
something very similar.
You're very open about being kind of like...
And if she hadn't said it by then, Ethan babe, she will be saying it in the next couple months. Actually, she'll be saying it after this episode ends because of the big fight. Just wait for the YouTube videos. Wait for the YouTube
PC,
videos.
like, so I thought about canceling people that can like take accountability, grow, learn, blah blah blah.
Liar!
This girl is
Liar!
so she's old enough to know better. But two, the fact that she's so high and mighty, her and Anthony, they don't have to apologize for shit. And you know what? I'm gonna back it. Like, this girl might not want me to back her. The Swoop girls were like, Trish, please, you're the last person. Because I know when I come to people's defense, like, Trish, you've also done, and I'm the first to say, like, yeah, I've done horrible shit on the internet. Like, I'm the first to say it. But I'm also gonna keep calling other people out and holding accountability. I think I've grown since people called me out, so I will call out people too. And this bitch, I think, should be canceled because she's actually homophobic and evil. Like, this best friend released these private text messages, right? Everyone was so scared Jeffrey was gonna release. Like, Tati's like, he's gonna release all the receipts on us. If you're a racist, homophobic person behind closed doors, you should be exposed. What? I'm never scared.
It's also a good point.
Guess what? I'm not a fucking homophobic bitch and behind. Like, I'm not texting people like, oh, they get shit because they're
You know what
gay.
my golden rule is on the internet is don't say anything behind closed doors that you wouldn't say publicly.
Or why are they saying this anyways behind closed doors? Like, there's never a time where I'm just like just trashing people. Oh, they get shit before because they're gay. Or
I'm
so
gonna
hard
sit
to
back
think
up
what.
and adjusting the camera because I'm sitting like a maniac.
Oh, well, you can sit like that.
So do you? I kind of want to look at specifically what she said, or is that too deep?
No, we can go.
But do you not just hate her because she's dating?
No, absolutely not. Because at first, then she rolled her eyes at me, being like, "Oh my god, this girl thinks she has mental illness." Which, by the way, fuck you, bitch. And I'm gonna say it again. I said this to Anthony. I'll say it to Mikey. You guys don't know my mental fucking health. Like, how? She's like, "Oh my god, she's making a video about this. Hi, Mikey. You're texting people behind closed doors, making fun of Gabby Hanna's belly button, saying, oh, you have it so hard because you're white."
Her belly button?
Yeah, she literally texted something about Gabby Hanna, being like, "Look at this." Like, I hate Gabby Hanna too. Like, I actually hate that girl because she lied on me. But I would never just in my free
What did she say
time
about her belly button?
screenshot. And she goes, "Wow, look at this bitch's belly button. Like, where is it?"
What's wrong with her belly button?
I mean, I don't know.
Let me get a picture of her belly button.
No.
Well, I'm just curious if like how.
So then they bring this up. We're gonna skip past this. It's unnecessary.
She did a collab video with James Charles, who's, by the way, enemy of the people.
Except the TikTokers, Charlie and...
No.
Oh.
He is the enemy of the people now. James
Okay.
Charles.
Enemy number one.
Enemy number one.
I'm happy to clap with you, James.
That being said, would you really?
Sure.
Yeah, you like him. He unfollowed you though, didn't he? Or he trashed you?
Yeah. No, I think he's just like, everybody she knows. Yeah, everybody I know.
So there we have from Trisha. I would love to collab with you, Ethan. Aged well. Okay.
Bitch.
Well, anyway.
I love you, James. I can't
Oh,
talk
aged
I love
well.
you, James. Don't hate me because I'm friends with Uncle Fester.
You do look so cool. I think I hate me.
So he was she did a collab with James Charles, And at the same time,
This is not
she
Gabby,
was
by the way.
texting
This is
girl
before.
Whoosh about what a douche she is. Swoop.
Yes.
Whoosh, swoop.
Glam and Gory. Or Glam and
I
Gore.
love Swoop, by the way. I love her. I've seen her out and about. I didn't know how calming her voice was. I really like her,
But wow. Am I right, people? Who does that?
No, but seriously, though, that is... No, but the thing she said, it just was, like, hateful. The thing she said. It's not one thing to be like, yeah, we hate James. He thinks he's so much better than people. She's like, oh, he's popular because he's gay.
Oh, yeah, that was another thing.
Like,
She was like,
her and Jeffrey.
Yeah.
They're like, it's because they're gay and I'm straight and white and this is not fair. She said it to her friend, this Woo-Poo, who is, I believe, she's African-American. She,
Half black.
Is she half black? Okay. So she was saying she was at dinner with all them and they were, like, literally saying, like, oh my god, it's, like, so hard to be white. Like, who, like, complains about that ever? But also in, like, this day and age of, like, Black Lives Matter, like, who complains about that? Like, what a crazy bitch. She doesn't
Well,
look successful.
what she said, I think you're taking it to the extreme.
Okay,
what she said, if I recall, was that, isn't it weird, isn't it funny how the two biggest creators in the makeup scene are gay men? That's what she said.
Okay, but then there was other text about her to her friend Swoop saying, like, hey, like, basically telling Swoop the only reason she's getting ahead of her is because Mikey is white. You didn't watch the whole thing because she goes into details.
Of course not. It's an hour long. This is ridiculous.
So then she goes into details about how she constantly was like telling her like, oh, it's because like you're a minority and I'm white. That's why like I'm not getting these things. Like it was just crazy. I was like the most insane things that I've ever heard. And then also to be like,
it just feels kind of dumb, the whole thing.
I'm sorry. Two of the biggest social justice warriors are
yeah, I wouldn't say that this was dumb whatsoever. I think this was necessary to call them out, and I think their text messages kind of spoke for, you know, the character of the person involved. So I just think that Ethan's coming at this from the approach of, I don't care because the video was so long. A video can be long and very necessary to be that long. Sometimes it doesn't need to be that long. You know, it's not up to us how long that video was that was, you know, calling that person out. But the video needed to happen because it exposed an awful, awful person. Like, okay.
Straight. That's literally her whole point. Is people will be like.
So I agree with Trisha here.
Forgive her for what? For being an actual racist homophobe in a private text message. Like you're actually racist. It's not jokes. It's not, you know, like stuff that you got canceled for.
You're inferring a lot.
Or like
You're inferring a lot.
No, these are text messages. There's no.
She said, "Isn't it funny how the two biggest beauty people are gay men?" Which sounds bad, but it's wasn't.
No, there was more text than just that about them being gay.
Hold it up, Dan.
There was a time
Whatever
you watched the whole the hour-long video. It's like
I'm not gonna watch an hour. If she really cared, she would have made it 15 minutes.
No, but basically then when this girl Swoop had a sexual assault thing about her, she posted it on social media. Now she tried to text Mikey for 7 months. Mikey never responded. And then she finally made a thing saying like, hey, I was sexually assaulted. So Mikey tries to get on that bandwagon because of course her and Anthony have to get on every fucking social justice warrior bandwagon.
That's
hey,
true,
she's like, hey girl, can I retweet your story about sexual assault? Like just trying to
retweet.
Yeah.
I need my permission for that. Retweet me.
So then the girl was pissed, and rightfully so. She goes, "You fake bitch! Like you're really gonna be like now that I have like a sexual assault case, like you're gonna white pony me? What? So Anthony can do another series? I sat down with a sexual assault victim. Like I thought that was like the thing, huh?
What's a white pony?
Did I say white pony? Yeah. I don't know what I said. I said white pony.
But it's also important to note that as much as I agree with Trisha calling this out, a lot of what Trisha is doing is rooted in the fact that Anthony Padilla has called her out. So a lot of this probably isn't Trisha actually caring about it, so I'm not agreeing with Trisha fully, but I am agreeing with when people need to be called out, they should be called out, and I disagree with Ethan saying that it's unnecessary, and that's kind of where I lie with it.
You knew what you were saying. I was like, wow, what's a white pony? I've never heard that. I thought it was like a white elephant or something.
A white horse.
What's a white horse?
Coming in on a white horse? Like a
oh, yeah, you were way off. A white pony? What the fuck's that? Coming in on your white pony to save the day.
Just go watch this video because honestly, like, just all the shit she's done, like, it's just constant gaslighting, manipulation, just being like, hey, was that about me? And then having her manager text, is that about Lauren? Like, if you think it's about you, then you have, like, what are the shit? If you have skeletons in your closet, like, you know, all the shit like that, like, make sure the maids aren't coming, you know, that's bullshit. Like, it's so fucked up. And, like, the fact that you don't care is the reason Anthony and Mikey get passes because they're straight and they're white and they're like, whatever, nobody cares about them that much, so they get a free pass. Yeah, nobody cares about them. They're forgettable as fuck.
You definitely just hate them because they trashed you, though.
Not at all. Because you're trashing all the time.
No, but they got...
Okay, I agree with Ethan saying that Trisha overly is into this because of the Anthony Padilla thing, but I also agree with Trisha being like, you don't care about this and you're the reason that these people get away with things because it involves someone doing something really bad that doesn't necessarily directly involve you or your life, and that's the problem because you should care about it. So I agree with both of them here, actually.
Really under your skin.
No, you know why? Because it was a personal thing. Like, I tried to kill myself like 3 times last year and I did not know how I did that.
By the way, I thought you might want to apologize after we did an episode like 2 weeks ago where you started crying and everyone in the comments was like, wow, I feel like I really got it inside. And I feel like maybe he'll actually apologize because, you know, a lot of people are like, wow, that really affected him.
He doesn't care. He actually doesn't care. He just does this to get the views. And my bet is him and Mikey are going to break up because he's so fucking vain and like,
oh, you think he'll leave her?
Oh, For sure.
That'd be kind of.
For sure, because they're
If
both
he's like, Batch,
That's
Batch, I'll say that.
Batch.
Batch, you are not woke like I thought.
Oh, yeah. You're but neither is he. He doesn't give a fuck. He's fake as fuck. And everyone I know, I'll use the same James Charles. Everybody I know has a problem with him, too, because he's fake.
Okay,
and I love it. Fake people. No, not whatever. We have to keep going for them. Mikey should be canceled.
I mean, what worse to say? I mean, you've been talking to him.
Mikey and Logan Paul should be the only two people who should be canceled. Everyone else should be held accountable. Even David Dobrik, who I like, whatever. I don't really like him, but he should be held accountable, not canceled. Logan Paul,
What did
Mikey
David Dobrik do?
Oh, he's in...
Never once did I ever think I'd see Ethan being like, what did David Dobrik do? I actually like David Dobrik, which you'll hear in a second, because I associate the downfall of David Dobrik with specifically Ethan Klein. But, hey, we're only at episode 5. Woohoo!
Trisha Paytas, he never once got called out for. Oh yeah, he did blackface with Peanut Butter. Him and Zayn, they did blackface. They did a bunch of Indian jokes, Asian jokes, going ding dong ding, like that kind of shit. He did an underage joke too. He did one about like saying a 5-year-old was cute. No, I get it, but if you're gonna hold one person accountable, they straight up cancel Shane off the internet. If you're gonna cancel Shane, at least hold David Dobrik fucking.
So again, all of Trisha's thing is rooted in the fact that Shane's off the internet, which again she will walk back on a couple episodes down the line. But whatever.
Give him perfume and billboards and all this money for TikTok and his disposable shitty camera app. Like hold everybody fucking accountable, not just because he's cute and young and straight. Whatever, I don't know, but.
Wait, okay, whatever. I'm not.
Wait, did she just?
I'm not gonna touch David Dobrik.
Hold everybody fucking accountable, not just because he's cute and young and straight. Whatever.
Not and straight. Trisha. God, she's so fucking messy.
But.
Wait, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna touch David Dobrik. I'll get fucking
Nobody
buried
cares.
alive.
He literally doesn't.
I'm not gonna touch David Dobrik. I'll get buried alive. Again, something Ethan will walk back on.
I'm like post anymore, but YouTube's dead.
I actually like David. I met him once. He was really nice.
Yeah, of course. A sociopath is nice. Like fucking.
You think he's a sociopath? He maintains a lot of friendships.
And Ethan will also agree that he has 50 episodes down the line.
Because you think people are all using.
Of course. Look at Jason. He's like, oh my god, anything for you, David. I'll fucking leave Trisha for you.
Yeah, but you also hate Jason.
They're just users. They're just fake as fuck. At the night I went to the hospital, they came, and then I never heard from either. Like, David never called me again. I spent 2 years with him, like, every single day, filming vlogs with him, and then just never contacted me to say, are you okay? Like, hey, you trying to kill yourself? Like, are you okay?
Yeah, and you got screenshots? You want to read some? That's
so much. I haven't found this.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's too much. You gotta edit that shit down. Yeah. I need it. Can she re-release this as 50 minutes? I think it will get.
You know who did that? Deaf Noodles. Check out Deaf Noodles' channel. He recaps everything.
I follow him on Twitter.
Like
He's got such good gossip.
Yeah, Deaf Noodles is everything.
I like him.
You guys are right. I wonder if they still feel like this. Deaf Noodles has such good gossip.
I'm on
He
Twitter.
does a ton of videos on me, and he does a lot on Gabby too, and I can hear for them.
Sometimes
Oh, she was just here for the videos.
Did he do one of you?
He did.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, I don't like that take, but I still like him. I was like, I don't like that take, bitch.
You can say bitch to a guy, I think, because you're a guy.
Okay, let me ask you something. We've talked about all this.
Alright, so there we have that. Now, we have a couple things to talk about before we get to the fight at the end, which is one of the most intense things I've watched as of recent. Alright, so Ethan confronts Trisha about filming OnlyFans videos with her sister, where her and her sister will be wrestling, and he finds it very weird, because it is. Trisha says that it's not, and people enjoyed it. Trisha and her sister were play wrestling while her mother was the referee. Trisha says that Ethan is kink shaming and shaming sex workers because he finds this inappropriate. Dare I need to add a comment to that? No. Trisha says it's fine and that Ethan is being overly shamey. Trisha says her and Ethan should also film a wrestling video for OnlyFans, so yet another reference of Trisha wanting to have sex with Ethan, which is ironic because of the moment a couple episodes ago where Trisha asked the lie detector, does Ethan want to have sex with her? But I think it's the other way about it. So then we have Ethan says how he and Ela are going away for the weekend for their anniversary and that they're trying to get pregnant. Trisha says her and Moses are doing the same thing. Ethan says to Moses to not get Trisha pregnant because it's a big mistake. Trisha says she could never get pregnant due to her problems that she's discussed before with, like, her body. Trisha says, why would Ethan and Ela not allow Teddy to be babysat by Trisha and Moses? He says he doesn't trust them. Trisha says, to quote, a house is a bigger commitment to me, personally, than a baby. Good luck, Malibu. Good luck, Malibu, baby. Woof! Now, after Ethan talks about the fact of him and Hila going away for the weekend, and Hila's ovulating, and they're going to be trying for a baby, there's something that gets sparked within Trisha. Trisha starts getting overly defensive, overly snappy, overly pissed off with Ethan after this comment. And I think it all boils down to the fact that she was jealous. Because you're going to watch the next clip, and there's so much tension, and then we're building it up to just the big fight. So, upcoming is about the baby, and then Trisha weaponizing Ethan's pill use against him, and a huge fight happens. Tell the muckers to prepare themselves, is what I've written down. So, this is when Trisha starts getting angry, and then she starts weaponizing things against Ethan, and she starts with his pill use. So, when I tell you to please, please, please buckle up, please. I seriously mean it. Alright, okay, here we go. Perfect. Seriously though, buckle up.
Like a 5-day window, Moses, just to warn you.
No, he knows.
She doesn't explain it. She goes, the day after is fine. No, you don't. There's.
Do I not show you when I'm up? I even say I'm ovulating today. Like, please come inside.
You guys really want to have a baby already? Go ahead, tell the truth.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Holy fuck.
It's everything. Could you imagine? I'm so excited. I just want to have a baby. I feel like that's my calling. Like, fuck everything else. Fuck this podcast. Bye. I'm gonna have a baby now. Like, that would be me.
Well, I mean, she's done the podcast and she does have a baby.
You would get a nanny.
Definitely not.
You would definitely get a
I
nanny.
don't want the baby to, like, connect with someone else. Like, only connect with me. I don't even want to connect with the dad. Just, like, connect with me only.
You hear that? She's not kidding.
So this is also something Trisha's walked back on, which is that she will be getting a nanny, and she said, oh, I just didn't know what I was speaking about. Of course.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
That's a joke, actually.
Are you gonna leave her? Single mom?
Oh my god. Yeah, he thinks that. He really thinks I'm gonna, like, kidnap the baby.
You're like a black widow. You're gonna eat him when you get pregnant.
Is that a
A
bad
pregnant
joke?
is, I mean, a pregnant.
Oh my, wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, they fuck and then they eat the male.
Kind of everything. Kind of iconic.
Yeah.
Wow. I know.
So anyway, that's about it. I don't know.
So we have an announcement in like 3 months. Be like, hey. I'll tell you early. Like the 5-week mark. Be like, oh, hey, I'm pregnant.
I wonder if she did.
I'm trying to think of this as, I'm really trying to be honest with, like, if you guys got pregnant, I think you would both be really good parents, but I don't think this relationship would work out.
Ooh.
If we had a baby?
Yeah.
Okay, if we didn't have a baby, you think it would work out?
Not forever. Just be honest.
Why? Tell me. I'm curious.
Because I don't know. I mean, it seems like you have trouble. Well, you both have trouble with commitment, to be frank. So I don't know, but like you have a track record of not going the long run.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with you guys personally. I mean, you guys.
No, one thing I will say is this was kind of like unprovoked for Ethan to like randomly just start talking about that. Like, it is offensive, and I don't like Trisha and Moses, but like that is a really weird thing to say, especially just face to face with them. And I understand why Trisha got so angry at this. In no way is this defending anything in what she's about to do, because I am shocked at what is about to happen with her talking about Ethan's pill use and blah, 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 blah. Like, it gets nasty. But it was really weird for Ethan to, like, say this to them face to face. Like, if someone was saying that to you about your new relationship, like, how would you feel? You would feel icky and embarrassed that it's happening on a podcast.
Really happy, you're really good together, you're very cute, and you seem very sincere, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying the track record is that you have trouble in the long run.
I say that all the time to him. I get scared about that.
And I think you're someone who gets bored easily.
He's like telling her
kind of
what she is.
Self-admittedly, you're kind of like
that would piss me off.
And so you may get bored of sleeping with one guy.
That's not true. I actually like a break. Like when we have my period.
You like a break?
Now I do, because maybe that's too much.
But you guys have only been dating. You're still new.
I'm taking a break from sex.
After 2 years, you might want a new dick.
No, that's not true. I think just in general, I push people away, and like that, I think that's the thing I do. But I don't think it would happen with Moses. He's pretty good. Like sometimes I try and push him away, and he's like still here, you know. So now I'm like, oh, this is a good one. I think I push people away because of me, not because of them. I'm just like, oh, I feel like this person's gonna like break my heart. But I feel, and also with a baby, for me, I even tell them, like, I would have a baby just on my own, like, without a guy, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to be, like, a mom. I'd have, like, 6 kids, like, Perez Hilton. I would just, like have someone carry my baby or I'll carry it or whatever, get a sperm donor. And, so I think I just want kids. But, I mean, also, like, I don't know, but, yeah, but that's too much commitment to be, like, forever, you know? I don't want anyone else. And it's so hard dating. And I hate being alone.
But the baby, yeah.
And we have a baby together, so it's different. I don't know. I know what you mean.
I think we should wait on the baby, though.
Well, I can't wait much longer, because I'm going to have a baby regardless. Like,
you're pretty young. How old are you? You're, like, 32? Yeah, you're young.
But I already have problems with fertility. Like,
I mean, she didn't.
pregnant.
Whoa!
And so
Nearly
that's
dropped my
like,
fucking
like, the
iPad.
older you get,
I mean,
like,
she
the older
didn't.
you
She
get.
didn't wait long past this anyway. So this was what 2020. So 2020, October 2020. What 2 years later they had a baby? Oh, so Ethan was like, in 2 years you won't be together. In 2 years they had the baby. Actually.
Broke up today. I would like literally go to a sperm donor and get like sperm. You know what I mean? Like I actually get like yeah. I've done it before. I went through fertility treatments before when I was single. So I just want to.
Your family's gonna trip when they hear this now.
They've
The
accepted
house
me
was
now.
bad enough. The baby, oh brother.
They've accepted me now. They said that they're happy
Yeah.
in a relationship.
That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah.
How's the house shopping going?
We won't know until the 15th of October because my taxes get filed on the 15th, so they need my personal taxes for 29.
Oh, right.
But I think it'll be good because the guy you gave us. This is so boring for the podcast. But the guy you gave us, I think he's optimistic. We told him our hurdles, and he's like optimistic.
Yeah, he's good. He's the real deal.
And I feel like it's gonna be good. Like I feel, although yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, hopefully. Wait, but if we have a house, I mean, that's like a bigger commitment than a baby.
Wow, you're fucking.
Again, good luck, little Malibu. Your mother says that her house is a bigger commitment than you. It's like not even taking her out of context. It's like literally just quoting her.
Really, that's such a dumb thing to say. You serious?
I think it's harder to like split.
Wow. You're not ready for kids.
I think
You're not ready for 5 kids.
I want at least 3.
Having a house is more of a commitment.
Yeah, I feel like financially that's a card. Like who's gonna leave? Like who's gonna be kicked out? I guess the man usually gets kicked out.
Do you know what it's like to share custody with a child?
I do. I had divorced parents.
You think that's easy? Easier than a house?
Yeah, for sure. I think they didn't want to give up the house more than they didn't care about giving us up.
That explains all this.
Hey, I turned out fine. You know, having 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays ain't a bad thing.
You saying turned out fine. I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god, look who's talking.
I would never say
You
I turned out
the
fine.
most dysfunctional family.
I literally would never say I turned out fine. Even though I did. I turned out okay. I'm
No,
functional.
just because you make money doesn't
But
mean
you're
okay.
way crazier than
That's
me.
so not true.
No, but you're way crazier than
Here
me.
we go.
That's not true.
Bro, that's a...
We ready? Put your fucking seatbelts on, everyone. Folks.
Objectively.
You hide it more, just like Mikey, who hides shit.
Oh, really?
It all gets brought to the
I
surface
don't hide
later
anything.
on.
I literally don't. You literally just said how honest I am and you respect that about
But
me.
you hide the crazy is what I'm saying. Yeah, you
I don't
share
hide
a lot.
it. I don't hide it.
You do hide the crazy.
I'm all out there with
You
no
don't talk
fucking
about-
eyebrows and everything.
You were into pills. You never talk about that you were a pill addict for a minute.
What?
Yeah, you said that. You said you were really into pills, and you don't talk about that.
Why do I need to talk about that?
Because that's being open. That you're judging me for being crazy, taking pills or whatever, like I take those pills or whatever. But you've done it too, and you're just not open about it.
I don't think that is a defining characteristic of who I am.
I think that is a big thing. That makes sense. Why? Because you're on medication now, and there's no shame or judgment in it. But like, hey, if you're gonna shame me for being off meds, you should say, hey, I'm on meds.
I'm not shaming you for being off meds.
That's what it sounds like. You just call me
You're
crazy,
But here's
which
what you
means
do.
I'm off
You know what you just
medication.
did? You're trying to see. This is why you are such a dangerous person, especially to be close with. Because you'll take something that I told you. You'll take something that somebody told you in confidence, and you'll use it. You'll weaponize it against them.
That's not true.
That's what you just did.
No,
And luckily for you, I don't care, and I'm okay with it.
No.
But you go, oh well, I told you an anecdote about how I used to take like
Okay.
tramadol back in Israel when I was like bored in a dead end job, and you literally just weaponized that against me.
You called me crazy, knowing my history.
Bro,
you
we
called me
always
crazy.
call you crazy. You're
Okay,
like upfront
But if
crazy.
you're gonna call me crazy, then I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
hey,
but
why
then
don't you own up to what you've done? That's
that
also
doesn't make you
crazy.
crazy. Okay, I'm joking around, and then you go, okay, so what do I have to
No.
weaponize against Ethan? Oh, he
Oh.
told me he used to take pills in Israel. I don't think
No.
he's ever said that. So
I
here,
have-
I'm gonna drop
Oh.
that on him.
You want me to weaponize you? Because I have things I can actually weaponize you
That's
with,
what
and
I'm
I
talking
don't.
about.
No, but there's certain
You
things.
just did it.
Most of those are certain things I would
And you
never
just
say.
threatened me with doing it more. That's why
Because
you're so
you-
dangerous. You can't do that.
No, I didn't.
You
Because
do that to
I
everybody.
I know personal things about you, and do I say it? No.
You literally just did.
That's personal because you just called me crazy being off my medication, so therefore.
I
Oh,
didn't
God.
say anything about being off your medicine.
And then you asked me how.
I literally didn't mention being off your medicine.
Then you asked me.
I said you're crazier
You
than
said,
me.
oh, I said you're not open and honest about everything. You're like, yes, I am open. I'm like, are you though? And then you were pushing.
It's
on
not that I'm
medication.
hiding that I took pills. It's just you used it. It's not a
Push somebody to the level of like saying this, and this, and then I'll be like, now you're weaponizing me. You push and push and push constantly.
Nah,
you
you're
do. You're fucked up. You're the pusher and the
I can't
gaslighter.
even
Like,
look.
oh, why would you say that about me? Meanwhile, this whole time being like,
I'm not
you're crazy,
saying-
you're fat,
I'm
you're
just
this, you're this. Oh, we're just joking, but then you go to another level. No,
Everything I'm
it doesn't
talking
work
about
that
is
way.
on the table, right?
Okay, mine's on the table too. Mine,
Everything we
no.
always talk about. So, but you're like, okay, what can I
No.
use to really hit him right?
No,
That's what you do.
fucking gaslighting 101.
Bro, I'm not
Yes,
gaslighting.
you are.
This is what you
be
do to
like,
people.
No,
I'm just telling
after
you.
you just push and push and push.
I'm not
Everything
pushing.
you do. You do. You push so hard. You get that for everything.
goofing
Everyone
around. It's all
God!
Like,
crazy is goofing around. That's so offensive.
okay, I mean, I've called you crazy a lot. I don't know that it's so offensive to you.
In this situation, yes.
Okay, but
But
like,
don't come for me saying I'm weaponizing you when you
but
push
then
me.
say, you know what? I don't appreciate you calling me crazy instead.
Call me
of
crazy. I'll say everything. It's not. Do I weaponize myself?
So why should I? Why should
weaponize myself and be like,
why should
that's
anybody
my
ever
defense.
confide in you?
I'm not saying you should.
I never said you're off
You
your
didn't
med.
confide in me. You're not like, hey, I gotta tell you something real serious. Like, oh yeah, pills are
God
fun.
forbid anyone ever does that.
Oh my God.
So rude. Well, you know what?
No, it's not.
Your life is sad and pathetic, and mine is happy, thriving. So good
Mine
luck.
is not
Have
sad.
fun. Out your beach weekend, eating room service, trying to get pregnant. Have fun with that.
See?
That doesn't sound...
This, like, I don't mean to, like, what's the word? Take away from Trisha's moment here, but she looped it all back to enjoy your sex with Hila, basically. So I'm not delusional for thinking that that's where it was stemming from to begin with. Alright, so now we are going to skip past... So this is from that timestamp to the final one, so we're now going to skip to when Trisha walks out. Trisha goes on a rant about Jack's films and how he's the worst, and Ethan fights her about that and defends him, but we're not going to watch that because I think the next part is more important. So, here we go. So this is like the final moment of this episode.
Amazing. If it's doing good for you, then really congrats.
Yeah, I can see why your relationships don't work out.
I can see why you've been with the same person for 12 years.
Thank you.
You have no other options, and quite frankly, I don't blame you.
I have no... Wow, that's a really...
So...
Why would I want other options? I'm perfectly content.
I can be mean like you, but I'm not going to.
Wow!
Anything else we should discuss?
Damn, this went off the fucking rails.
Wow.
Uncle Fester and whatever this shit you threw together is.
Oh my god, mine's more iconic. We'll see by the TikTok views.
Should we make up or are we hating?
I'm literally over it. I'm so over it. I
Really?
don't care if Moses breaks up with me over this. Bye.
Why would Moses break up over a podcast?
Because I don't like his family. And I don't like hanging out with you guys, and you guys are awful, and that's it. I mean, yeah, I said it.
But you liked me when we started.
No, I was trying to be nice and fun, but I actually don't really care that much for you.
Really? You never liked me?
No.
Okay.
Fake.
Oh.
You're the next to be canceled.
You're really upset.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. So, have fun. Good luck on the baby making.
Thank you.
Like, it always goes back to Ethan and Hila's love life or sex life, right? There is so much deep-rooted jealousy there. It's crazy. Crazy.
I feel that you're really upset now.
I'm good.
You're shutting down.
No, I'm good. What else do you want to talk about? Let's talk.
Could you imagine how quiet the drive home with her and Moses would be after this? Like, how awkward is that as well?
Resolve this issue?
No, I'm
before
over
we
it.
end
I'm so over it.
You just said let's talk.
I'm not doing the next episode for real. I'm over it.
You just said let's
She
talk.
did. Spoilers.
You said, oh, you're shutting down. I'm like, I'll talk to you. Talk. You got me for 10 more minutes.
No, well, we're over.
We're over time. Look,
Yeah.
it's too far.
This episode went 20 minutes too long.
Oh, some good content there, too.
Anything else?
That's it.
Moses, do you want to have anything to say? End it. Moses is warning me.
Well, just because I'm quitting the show, don't fire Moses because of me.
Why would I fire Moses? Because of you.
I don't know. People be doing that.
You overestimate your influence.
One thing I do want to say is I do think that Ethan pulled out the episode so that Trisha would storm off rather than just ending it. So Ethan is also not a saint in this either. Ethan is shady too, and you know, I can admit that. He is prolonging this episode so that she forces herself to leave and then they can make a big deal. Trisha storms out. They're not dumb.
I know how you guys are with him. Oh my god, Trisha did this. Oh my god, Trisha did that. Are we should be scared of Trisha?
Whoa.
It's like,
I've never said anything like that. to him.
I seen your group chats. I literally see his phone.
Well, you bragging about looking through his phone isn't exactly the best look.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm stating something because, once again, I'm open.
Well, I've never said anything like that.
I'm open about it. Like, yeah, I'm not a perfect person. I'm a crazy person sometimes. Like, whatever. I'm open about it.
I'm sorry for calling you crazy. I know
That's
this has been off the rails.
offensive.
Yeah, I apologize.
I don't apologize for anything I said about you.
That's okay.
And I'll say it again.
It's fine, but I know that this went off the rails.
I know
when
you have
called
issues because of your family, and I get it, and I understand that, and I'm sympathetic to it. So, my apologies, but that's
But I can tell that when I said that, it upset you. And I was sincerely... I thought we were goofing around because...
Well, you look unhappy in life, so I really hope you feel
No.
better. I know you're from a place that you're
Wait,
uncomfortable.
I know... Yeah.
I think you are.
Because I thought we were goofing on each other kind of thing, but I genuinely... I'm sorry for saying that. I'm genuine.
Okay.
And
I'm like literally gonna leave that like once it's over.
no, I know. So I'm trying to resolve this because
The more we talk about it, the worse it's gonna be. Like, good luck. Honestly, good luck. Thanks for having me on 5 episodes. Love it. It was so much fun, and I'm over it. Good luck. And I'm sorry about your family situation. I'm sorry about your situation.
no,
I know you're miserable.
no, it's
You
not
are.
true.
I can tell. And it's sadness. And I see you when I was around your family that you have sadness in you, and it's sad.
Okay.
And that's why you're so mean to people on the internet. And I get it, but also don't take it out on people and call them crazy and shit.
No, I apologize.
Okay, cool. Good. That's a wrap.
I do think you're a good person, and I am sorry for calling you crazy.
Cool. I'll weaponize you later then. No, I'll wait for the weaponizing. Everyone comes to me because I'm crazy and I weaponize against people. Like, it's all me. I never get provoked.
Yeah, no, I can see why I provoked you, because I can be, like, asshole-ish.
It's not asshole. It's, like, literally, like, pushing someone to do something when they're uncomfortable. That's, like, literally, like, it's an attack. I mean, that's literally, like, awful. But
right.
Anyways.
Right. Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Hey, Alfredo.
Cool.
Well, we're going out on a high note here, folks. All for your viewing pleasure.
Just wire me for this later, and we'll talk never.
I will wire you the money that I owe you.
So the episode should have ended now.
So
So I understand what Ethan's doing. Trisha storms out. The episode should have ended there. They both signed it off, but for some reason, there's another 5 minutes of the episode.
too well. And I can tell you hate me so much. Right
See,
now,
I'd like...
Well, I know.
I like you still. My feelings didn't change for you.
Well, stop it.
There's no way to calm you down, I feel like.
I'm fine. I'm literally
No, but like, there's no way.
over it.
You just hate me so much.
I do. I'm like, I know,
calm you down.
yeah, whatever. There is, because I hate people just like that are you. You're the person I hate in this world.
Really?
That's so just offensive, but they do nothing wrong. And when people are provoked, oh, they're crazy, calling girls crazy and stuff like that. It's like, but taking no accountability, no responsibility. You think everything's just an attack against you. Everyone's against Ethan. Like, oh my gosh, I'm always right. It's like, ugh, you and Jax don't deserve each other. So
Jax? Well, I can't believe you're going after Jax. He's such a sweet guy.
I love you.
All right, Trisha.
Bye. Thanks for the great episode. You want to come with me, or are you saying?
It's not. You don't have to choose between me and Moses. You can do both, even if we hate each other.
This is such a cinematic moment of the emptiness
killed
here
over.
and then Ethan here.
Yeah. No, he drove here.
In my car.
Bye, Trisha. Are we gonna make TikToks? Are we gonna make TikToks? We were supposed to make TikToks. She's leaving. Yeah, yeah.
But just wait, if you think that it couldn't have ended any better than that, just wait. Do you want to know who fills Trisha's seat? I'll give you 5 seconds to guess. If you guessed Moses, you're correct.
Well, Trisha left. So this is our first fight. Our big real fight.
God, this is so cinematic.
She snapped on me and she left. I'm gonna try to do a post-mortem on this. I don't know, maybe she's having a bad day. But I do... You want to comment, Moses? Moses came back. You want to sit down? Go ahead, get her phone. Yeah. She's like, Moses, you pick who you're staying with. I was like, go ahead. Oh, Moses is here. Let's get it back.
What a beautiful moment. Now, I genuinely just believe that Moses was the little shit in all of this, genuinely causing and taking his, like, using Trisha as a scapegoat to, like, turn against his family, as he obviously has, family issues, and had Trisha be the one on the forefront causing the issues while he was, like, shady in the background, like, provoking her, giving her information, stuff like that. That was always my take on frenemies, and I'm actually surprised that my opinion has never changed on that. I genuinely believe that he is an overwhelmingly shady person, and I believe that anyone who wants you to believe that they're so zen and so carefree and so are always the biggest bitches in the world. It's always the way. So that's what I get when I, like, hear Moses, look at Moses, whatever. I don't see ripples in the water. I see a fucking tsunami. Like, come on.
Okay, yeah, no, I figure.
Oh, and he's gone.
All right, bye, Moses. Love you too, buddy. I was genuinely feeling bad, but I don't know, because I feel like I always goof with her like that, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Am I wrong to think that she was kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't continue this conversation without her.
Probably
it's
not.
not fair.
Probably not.
I think I said my piece.
Yep.
But we hope to see Trisha soon. We miss her. And I really genuinely am sorry. I'm laughing because Dan's laughing. I don't know what I could have done. I was really trying to resolve the issue, and Trisha, if you're watching this, please come back. We miss you already.
Oh yeah, the music fading out.
So that concludes this
It's like a
episode
time
of
capsule.
Enemies. More enemies today than friends. That really went off the rails. But I guess that's part of the thrill.
Well, we said this was going to happen. I'm actually surprised it didn't happen sooner.
I don't know. I was starting to feel like maybe this. Well, I hope she'll be back. I hope she'll be back. That's all I can say.
She will.
All right, guys. We'll see you. I don't know what's the next episode, but hopefully next week. It might be a little longer than that. It might be never. I hope not, because like I said, I invested, so I'm trying to recoup here at least. But all right, guys. I'll see you. I'll see you later.
Okay, whoa, it's light. I actually don't want to, like, just do spoilers, but I want to Google and figure out what the next episode is called and if it came out the week after this. So this episode came out on the 13th of October. The next episode came out on the 20th of October. Oh my god, she was literally back a few days fucking later. And it's called Ethan and Trisha Reconcile, kind of. And it's another episode that's an hour and a half long. Great. Alright, okay, so there we go. Spoilers. We're aware of how this plays out. I appreciate you watching. Let me know your opinion down below. Thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video and like the video. Comment down below. Join the Facebook group. Subscribe to the second channel. And I will see you in my next one. And bye. Mwah.